This will be a critique of Quan Gibran D's 9.78 color neutral 3x3 average. Now, this is his second time getting critiqued. He got critiqued like a few years ago, and he joined my channel membership twice. So if you join my channel, you get priority critiquing, because this is made like a few hours after he asked me to critique it. But anyways, instead of scrambling like that, no, I'm not going to do that because that's stupid. Instead, I will get it so that I can do all of these solves on white cross. So to do it on white cross, he did orange cross, right? All you got to do is move white to the left where orange usually is, and then when you scramble the cube, you'll be able to have white as your cross color. So first of all, the cross isn't necessarily that good, and I will show you a better solution for it. So you can just do it from this angle, U prime R, F, R, D2, F prime. And that will solve the cross no problem. And then you can have a very nice continuation. And since people ask me to finish my solutions, well, I guess I'll do this pair first since it preserves the edge orientation of this. So I'll probably do something like that. And then since this pair gets preserved, I'll go right into this pair. And then here, I have the option of, I think I'll just do this pair first because that pairs this pair up. And then here, I might do that if I'm feeling it and do that. But I probably won't, and I'll just insert the pair and then do OLL. PLL, since I do RUF GC perm, since it's a good algorithm if you have it at the exact angle and AUF. So if it skips both AUFs, then it's a good alg. But if it doesn't, I generally recommend against doing it because it's a little bit slower. But anyways, your solution wasn't as good as mine, so make sure to pay attention to what I did. But here, you did L, U prime, L prime, which you captioned with what? And I agree, what? Okay, so anyways, next what you did was U prime, D prime. Okay, so you rotated for keyholing this pair. And you can just keyhole it with YG prime and then U prime, R prime, UR. Or you can do YG prime and R prime, U prime, R. Now this insert, you gotta remember, this insert exists and you shouldn't ignore it. But anyways, yeah, you did a D prime instead of doing a YG prime. You did a D prime with a rotation actually. So yeah, don't do that. But for the next pair, what did you do? So, to solve this pair, you did it in like so many moves. And no, don't do that. So, yeah. Once you got to here though, like to solve this pair, just do a 7 mover. Just do this because this is going to be faster than that. Like just compare, this is faster, right? But anyways, to solve this pair from this angle, you can either rotate like that and just do the 5 mover 2-gen or the 5 mover 2-gen from this angle, which I both recommend. But if you want to just not rotate, you can do R prime F2 R, F2 prime, execute it exactly like that. So F prime and then F prime like that. And this is really good and you should use it, but otherwise just rotate. But anyways, you did that and then that. Now, third pair was fine, nothing wrong with that. Last pair was fine, yeah. OLL was okay. By the way, for OLL, you did F like that, and just so you know, I think it's a little bit better to do F with right index because there's no reason to really do thumb, and I think right index is more reliable for the same reason that you wouldn't do thumb U moves. You would do index U moves, right? Well, same thing. Unless you have to, you should probably just do index F. Like this is fine too, but index is generally more reliable, so I prefer to do that most of the time. But anyways, you did A perm. That was nice. Just make sure you're doing a ring, pinky, ring, pinky, ring, pinky. Like that. But yeah, that's it for the comments on the first solve. I do want to say that you're turning at like 3 TPS, but you're pausing anyway. And what I'm going to say to that is either keep turning at 3 TPS, but don't pause, because that's pretty easy. Or you can just turn faster. Because if you turn faster, you'll get better times. And looking at the rest of your solve, that's what you did. The faster you turned, the faster times you got. So just turn faster. I say this in every critique, well, except for Cedar the Cuber, because he got a 5.7 average. But for anyone else, just turn faster and you'll average faster. I'm just gonna say I'm genuinely impressed by your solving. Like, you try to make it as smooth as possible. Now, while I do appreciate the commitment to do it as smooth as possible, I also think that you're turning way too slow. It's like you're doing slow solves. Because that 8-second solve, it looked way too perfect. It looked like I was practicing my slow solves and I got an 8-second solve. But yeah, don't actually solve like that, please. So, to get white, yeah, I'll have to do that. So, yeah, please don't actually turn that slow. It's kind of ridiculous how slow you were turning. But, okay. I will get another cube because I did not scramble on the right side. So if you do a Y, Z, okay, blue is on the back. You have to put white on the back. Okay. Yep. Making it easier for the viewers so that they can watch it on white cross. But anyways, R2, D2, R2. Okay, that's fine, right? But here, instead of doing a D, Y, just do a Y, Ju, and then insert the pair. So you got to do wide view moves. They're necessary. They're not optional. But anyways, next, I would have canceled into inserting this pair like that. But what you did was, oh, this pair. Now, this pair, remember what I said about, well, if you watched my other critiques, remember what I said about not rotating in the middle of a pair? Don't rotate in the middle of a pair like that. Instead, rotate before the pair like that. And if you rotate before the pair, you actually get a 5 mover in this case. And that's the reason why it's better to rotate before. When you rotate before the pair, you always get a better solution than if you rotate in the middle of a pair like that. And you can avoid this by just not avoiding in the middle of the pair, because you shouldn't do that. You should instead avoid rotating in the middle of a pair and just rotate before the pair. But anyways, you did a rotation in the middle of a pair and then solved this pair normally, which is fine. And then last pair you did, oh, so for this pair, instead of doing U2 R prime UR, I would actually do U R prime U2R, because this solution is better. Like, inserting with U R prime U2R is always better than, well, not always, but it's better than doing that, because you have to either do a push move or regrip or drag or whatever. But doing that is just faster to execute. But anyways, you did this, and then for the last pair, you did that, which is fine, but there are solutions from this angle. F, U2, R, U prime, R prime, U, F prime, F, U, R, U2, R prime, U, F prime, and F, U, R, U2, R prime, U2, F prime. But anyways, we did this pair like that, and OLL followed by, okay, for this, you have a very nice AUF trick. You can just do Y, Ju prime, and then the G perm, and then you won't even have AUF to worry about. So, once again, just do a Y, Ju prime into the OW, and you don't have to AUF, because you don't have to ADF or AUF. So, that's why I like the way of doing it like this. So, whenever you have like a U prime into this, and then another U, you can just do a Y, Ju prime, and then it skips both AUFs, and that's what you should be doing. And by the way, the execution for, if you do get something like this, do a double push like that, and it's really nice. So if you do get this AUF, you will have to do something like that. So it is reliable, just you could skip it.
8 seconds.
The solve, to get it on white cross, just do an X2 or a Z2 and then scramble the cube. But anyways, okay. Oh, okay, it's fine. It's a good solution. D, B, U prime, R prime, F2, D. That's fine, nothing wrong with it. Okay, so here you did L, U prime, L prime, which you labeled with what? And I agree. Why did you do that? And then you did another L, U prime, L prime. Okay, that makes sense. And then here you did that, which is kind of what? Because just do L, U to L prime. Like, you have to implement the U2 inserts, especially for back slots. Like, instead of doing that, just do that. But anyways, you did this, which is kind of a what? And then you did, okay, this pair, you can do R prime, F prime, R2 instead, like that. This will be my main out for it. But you did that, and then third pair, okay, you can just keyhole by doing a D move and then inserting the corner, but I will always do that. But You did this like that, and then last pair like that, and then OLL, U prime U. Okay. Considering at the speed you're turning, you shouldn't be doing that. But anyways, here you could have done the AUF trick A perm, which I would consider to be better, but you did U and a U2 AUF. So yeah, I do like to use the R2D2 AA perm for skipping AUF. But anyways, yeah, that told me that despite that you're turning so slow, you're still making questionable decisions. Like, you're still doing what in your solves, and like during your OLL, you still do a U prime U, and that just tells me, I think either you should keep turning at that speed, but don't make mistakes, because that really is possible considering how slow you're turning, or you can just turn much faster, and you'll just be faster if you turn much faster. But that's my take. So for this solve, you didn't rotate in inspection, and you just did, what is this cross solution? So R prime, F prime, R, D, R prime, L, D, L, D prime. So, okay, this kind of makes me think you didn't even plan cross, although that might not be true. I don't know. Did you plan cross or did you not plan cross? But anyways, to solve this cross properly, you can either do D, L, D, L, U, L, F prime, and then, you know, solve it like that. Here I would cancel into something like this. Okay, dot OLL. But what you did just doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm not going to show any other solutions because that solution's the best solution. But anyways, what you did doesn't really, like, did you plan the cross or did you not plan the cross? But anyways, yeah, it's just, I don't, what, yeah. Like, I'm not roasting you, I'm just confused. Did you plan cross or did you not plan cross? But anyways, R prime, F prime, R, D, R prime, L, D, L, D prime. For first pair, you chose the front right pair, which is not a good decision. You can do the back right pair with D prime, R prime, U prime, R, D. But you did the front right pair. And then here, you can just do the back left pair anyway. But you did, what did you do? L prime, U, L. Oh, you solved this pair. And, okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll let that pass. But anyways, you did, okay, this pair, just keyhole it like that. But anyways, you did, you solved it like this. And then here, you could have canceled, but I don't think you did. And this solution is good, but only if you skip, what's it called? Only if you cancel into it. Or if you're doing it for EO, because normally I would do sludge insert. But since you did it for EO, possibly, I'll let that slide. Then here, this is a pretty easy winter variation. Just do that, but I'll let this slide. But instead of doing that, I do actually recommend doing R prime U2R inserts, like that, because it's faster. But even though it does not in this case give you a potential OLL skip, I still recommend doing R prime U2R inserts. But anyways, here you could have done that, or from here could have done that, but you just did this and then U soon, which gave you Y perm. Lucky, but it's better to just do the back anti-soon from this angle. So unless you were intentionally avoiding an N perm, which I doubt, but anyways, for this angle, it's better to do back anti-soon, finger tricked like that, instead of doing a U into a soon, simply because it's AUF trick. And for this angle too, it's better to do U back anti-soon instead of U2 soon. But anyways, yeah, instead of doing that, all you gotta do is do this. But you did this, and then Y perm, nothing else to say.
Are you faster than Felix yet?
Finally, Y cross. X2 Y prime. Wait, X2 Y. Okay.
'Cause you got a 2 Y. 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 2 Y.
Okay, it's a good cross. I'm not gonna judge. Like you wouldn't want to preserve this pair because it gets preserved anyway. But I don't think you knew that. However, you did L2 LU prime L prime. So, well, for this pair, all you gotta do is just that, right? But you could have canceled into it like that. But you did an L2 and then L prime. So that tells me you didn't plan your first pair. Now, for this pair, there are a few different ways to do it. You can do FU prime F prime insert. You can do S prime L prime S insert. Actually, you would do the U2 with your left hand like that if you were to do that solution. And I like this the most because it preserves that pair and this pair. Well, none of them break this pair up. But anyways, yeah, for this pair, I wouldn't really recommend doing the solution unless it cancels. And in this case, it did cancel. So you did that. And by the way, it's better to just insert with a FATF insert, but you insert it into the back, and then you did you did this pair with three move inserts. So no, don't do this. Just do this pair instead. And yeah, I mean, the solution isn't bad. From here you can do S prime L S to solve. Like if you have a split pair from here, either do FU F prime or that instead of rotating, but you rotated, and this pair was fine except for the fact that you got to do this insert. Like you always do this one, you never do this insert, and you should definitely do it. But you didn't. You did this pair, and this once again, not sure if you're doing it for EO or not, but generally you want to do a sludge and then insert like that. But since it did your EO, I'm gonna let it pass. However, unfortunately, again, you did the U R prime U R thing, and just do that. Just do R prime U to R, or just do F prime U to F. And I actually like this way to do it because it's the fastest. You don't have to rotate, and it works the best. But anyways, you got a soon, so you're lucky for that. But you did a U2 into back soon, which doesn't make sense because you just do a left soon. Or you can even do a U prime anti-soon, because, yeah, but it doesn't really make sense why you do a U2 into back soon, because, like I said, this and this are better. I would do that, but you did a U2 into that. And then PLL, that was fine, but, yeah. You probably already know this by now, but the faster you turn, the faster your solves are. Your faster solves had faster TPS. And your PB probably had pretty high TPS, because I know you have the potential to turn fast, but you're just turning really slowly, and that's making you slow. So, hot take. All you gotta do to get sub 8 is turn super fast for like about a month and develop look ahead with super fast turning. And with your current efficiency, you would be able to become at least sub 9. Probably not sub 8, but at least sub 9. And I believe in you. Like, you get sub 10 averages, right? So it shouldn't be too hard to get a sub 9 global average by just turning much faster than this and not locking up too much. Don't do what's in F2L. Don't hesitate in F2L. Don't hesitate in last layer. And yeah, other than that, your solves are very clean. I'm very impressed. Your solves look like as if I'm doing slow solves and getting decent time. So yeah. Instead of doing slow solve practice, however, I recommend doing fast turning practice. That's it for this video though. Thanks for watching.